Hi all! Here we're going to use trig to calculate distance between a building and a bicycle. So from the top of a 65-foot high building, an observer measures an angle of depression of a bicycle on a sidewalk as 25 degrees. And we have to find distance from the bicycle to the base of the building, to the nearest foot. So let's draw a little building. And it's 65 feet high. There is our observer on top of it. If I extend this horizontal line from the roof of this building, the angle of depression comes down from it. So our angle of depression will look something like this. And we are told that this angle is 25 degrees. So somewhere on this side there is a bicycle. And we need to calculate the distance from the base of this building to the bicycle. So let's call it an x. There are two ways of figuring out the angles on the inside of the triangle. Well, we are assuming that this building is perpendicular to the ground, 90 degrees, otherwise it would be leaning and in danger of falling. This horizontal line on top also makes a right angle with the building. And if you know that this angle of depression is 25 degrees, if the whole right angle is 90 degrees, if we take away 25, we get 65 degrees to be our angle here. Also, if you're familiar with parallel lines and transversal, you should know that this 25 degrees angle and this angle next to the bicycle are alternate interior and congruent. So this is also 25 degrees. Or you could do 180 degrees, that is sum of all angles in a triangle, minus 90, that is right angle here, minus 65, which is the angle that we calculated on top, and you should get 25 degrees this way. There are two ways of solving this problem. We are looking for x and we have 65 feet as height of our building. If we work with 65 degrees, that would be the opposite and adjacent side. So tangent of 65 degrees is opposite, which is x, divided by adjacent, which is 65 feet. Or we can work with the 25 degrees at the base and do tangent of 25 degrees equals to opposite, which is 65 feet, divided by adjacent x. You could also use cotangent, but a lot of calculators do not have easy way of entering it. So let's call this example A. And let's solve for x. X is being divided by 65 feet. The opposite is to multiply by 65. Whatever you do to one side, you do the same thing to the other side. 65, 65 will cancel. So x is equal to 65 tangent of 65 on your calculator. And I get approximately 139 rounded off to the nearest foot. So this is our solution. You could also solve this for x. We can get it out of the denominator by multiplying both sides by x. And we get x tangent of 25 degrees. X and x cancel here is equal to 65 feet. Divide by tangent of 25 degrees. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do the same thing to the other side. So tangents would cancel on the left, and on your calculator you would put x equals to 65 divided by tangent of 25, and I get exactly the same solution. X is 139 feet after I round it off to the nearest foot. And this is my solution as well. That's all.